Hi everybody. So this is a Rugged Racer kid scooter, and unfortunately this broke. This red piece here in the front, which actually helps to stabilize the scooter and help it steer, unfortunately cracked. Um, you'd think that they could make this a little bit more durable for the design of it, but of course, designed for failure, I guess. Yeah, so this red piece is supposed to flex as the front wheels turn, and also as the rider leans left and right, this is supposed to flex along with the rider. But it's split right along this area here. Unfortunately, this is can't be used anymore. But I do want to salvage these wheels. All these wheels have LEDs in them, and when you spin them, the wheels light up. So let me just turn the light off real quick. You'll probably see it a little bit better. And then the same with the fronts. Although I think the batteries in this, I think the batteries might be going dead in these front wheels. This one looks like it's still working okay. This one, not so much. But I still think it's worth salvaging the wheels. And I don't think it's going to be too hard to get these apart. So most of this scooter is held together with Phillips head screws. So they should actually come off pretty easily. Look at the brake. The brake is nothing more than a flexible piece of steel. That's all it is. It's just actually a living hinge. Wow. Well, anyway, let's start taking it apart. Should be pretty simple. I'm just going to go after all the easy stuff first. All these Phillips head screws. Must be something behind them, and there is. Looks like maybe an 8mm. Here's my 8. Yeah, that's what it is. Let's see if that did anything. No, actually it looks like the screw popped out. Yeah, it did. The nut popped out of its holder. There we go. And the same with this. Actually, don't even need the wrench. I just have to push it back down into its holding spot. There we go. All right, well, I can get that out in a second. Let's go after these wheels next. Looks like it's just an Allen screw. Is that right? Yep, it's a 4. And is there a nut on the other side? Yeah, it looks like there's a nut on both sides of this. So if I turn this, no, the inside's not turning. Oh, these are opposite turn. Oh, look at that. They're lefty tighty, righty loosey. Huh, that's interesting. Huh, and these are actually a full bearing. Look at that. That's nice. It looks like once I get this apart, then I can get that axle shaft out. And so here's the part that failed. Man, that really stinks. It's too bad they didn't make this a little stronger, because the rest of this scooter is actually pretty decent. But this one piece here, you know, once it breaks, the whole front end doesn't work right. Oh well. Huh, that's cool. It's kind of like the return to center spring. At least there's a lot of good hardware. A lot of wasted plastic, but there's the axle. That goes in there. And I think this was the screw from it. Yep, that's a righty-tighty. There it is. There's the left threaded screw. Okay. All right, cool. There's the one of them. I guess I'll just leave that together. Let's see, there's only a couple more screws to take this apart, so I think that's it. I think I can take this whole tray off now. Yep. It's still... Yeah, let's take the rear axle out. Oh boy, what is up with this? Wow. All right, that does not want to come off for some reason. You know what? I think this might just be snapped on, so... Yep. That's just popped on. Hey, you know what? I think this paint job on here was done in liquid. Yeah, look at that. How the inside of this is all wet here. Wet looking. I'll bet that's how they did this. You know, there's some videos on YouTube about that, where they'll take this print pattern and actually lay it on top of water. And then you would take the part, you know, like this thing, upside down and put it into the water. And then this print will stick to it. And I'll bet that's how they did this, because of this pattern that's in here. It's pretty interesting. Well, I don't see any other identifying marks on here except for this Rugged Racers. No mold marks. How about on here? Nothing really. Well, there is something inside here. Looks like it might be a Japanese character. Here's the brake. Huh. And I don't know how they got that in there. Oh, look at that. It's got flat cuts on it. So I'll bet this axle just pushes right out. Look at that. Well, that's interesting. Interesting and unexpected. Oh, these are actually two separate wheels. That's cool. Oh, one of these has a real nasty flat spot on it. Actually, two of them do. Now let's look this over real quick. No, I don't see any other marks on here. Just this warning. There's a warning down in this cavity right here. And there's a 60 kilogram max there. There's a mold mark here, GFPA66. But that's it. I don't see anything else. So, yeah, pretty cool. Actually, I gotta say, the most interesting thing about this whole scooter is the light up wheels, which basically just are a wheel that has an LED light inside of it, and there must be a battery in here somewhere. And then I'm sure that after they set the wheel up, then they injection mold this outer rubber around everything. So that's interesting. And then how they apply this paint job, I think that's also interesting. Other than that, it's a cheap, I think this was purchased on Amazon, so cheap Amazon kid scooter. So yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty cool. Well, if you have any questions or any comments, post them below. And thanks for watching. And if you like my videos, please subscribe.